how much revenue
I don't
that bring
even,
in.
to be honest, I really don't even know what a Shoney's is.
It's all you can eat buffet, but that shit nasty as fuck.
I was gonna say it sounds fucking disgusting.
Like I don't even eat at buffets, bro. I never used to eat at buffets even before the shit hit the fan. I definitely don't now. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh, definitely not buffet. We were all worried about like, should we ever go to strip clubs and this stuff again after COVID? It's like buffets is probably really the biggest like melting pot of like, yeah, you shouldn't be going there after the pandemic.
Like, bro, who the fuck eat at Golden Corral?
Well, I would growing up, but I haven't in forever. There is a China Star buffet that I haven't been in maybe 3 years. Again, it's like if I want to get sweet and sour, I'll just order from the place, kind of like right near me. But yeah, as you see right there, shouts out to Vin. We're back
Photoshop legend.
finally, fucking Vin. Um, we're back finally after weeks of Banks holding down the fort. Salute to you. Salute to Josh of Reggae Boys Radio.
No,
Kung Fu
see, now
Eddie.
you fucking up. You didn't salute two people you shouldn't salute, especially him. Because if he
Who,
see you with
Josh?
that, yeah, if he see you with that blonde hair, he definitely gonna kiss the screen.
You think
You look like
Mickey
one of,
Free?
yeah, you look
You
like one of his.
think
You look like one of his girlfriends.
is it me and Tony Storm? You can't tell the difference.
Well, are you cheeked up? According to your
I
coworker, you are.
am. Remember?
Yeah, your coworker says you are.
That's what I was about to say. Like, certain women also have said that as well. That's
Hey
why I'm like,
man,
you.
lightning brother, lightning.
No, like women will be like, you actually like have a nice ass for a dude. I'm like, well, thank you. Even when a man says that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not offended because I'm comfortable enough. Like, I'm into women. So if a guy says, I'm like, go, show fucking hands off. Like,
Well, what if he trying
that's
to grab your booty? What you gonna
that's
do?
different. That's different. Yeah,
You can't put
that
your blonde hair on him. You can't just do
that's.
this to
But you
him.
know what? See, when because
Go.
you and I are for the longest time have been Michael Jordan, Steve Kerr, but I'm like, realistically, we might be DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. Like you being LA legend and me being a short, scrappy guy with a big ass. Like,
Hold on. 1 second. Let me get him real quick.
but
Brother, if I see you put an exclamation mark next to somebody else's name, I swear for Lord.
oh,
Ken,
like because of what we saw in person with a certain individual who might have been trying to grab your ass. I remember you. You remember that story I told you, but yes, yeah, and
hey,
we
and
didn't.
Ken, stop looking at my shorty. I'm gonna tell you
And
that right now. That's why
and
you
we
get hit
didn't.
with me. No. Fuck all that. Davis, don't cut me up. Hey, Ken, stop looking at my shorty. Fuck all that. That's why you got heat with me, brother. And
Banks is
talking
like,
about
this is the final episode. I'm putting an end to this shit. Like, no, you
yeah, all that. Take it.
give me the fucking mic.
And then want to put straps on Cody Dre. Nah, hey, lightning, brother, all around. You keep number one,
Who
you keep on looking at my fucking girl. Hey, I'm gonna get on your head, Ken. You
who's
better
your
leave
girl?
her
Because again,
alone.
I
Don't
haven't
worry
been
about
seeing.
all that. Let's
Don't
go.
worry
What you
about
about
it,
to say?
sweetheart.
Ain't
Don't
nobody
worry
trying to
about it,
grab
sweetheart.
my booty. Go ahead.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. You know, but yeah, no, but we actually might be DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry because we didn't win a title in terms of HBO Max never jumped the bag. I could drop the bag, even though I could say Me Dyeing My Hair is promo for House of the Dragon coming soon to HBO Max. Um, but yeah. But no, welcome to Banks versus Davis. It's my first one in almost a month. Crazy to say.
You
You've
don't
been
feel
seeing
like it.
Banks on the feed, doing part in the Banks. And so this week we dropped some news. It was talked about privately between us, but then with the Jesus Amaro thing happening, it kind of played well. And I think you and I, being the individuals we are, which is like sick, demented, probably because we're Californians, sad clowns as well, wanting to play up like the bit, but we didn't take it as far as we could
Just
have.
like this. Hey, kid, it's all jokes, bro. I ain't got no woman.
Um,
And if I did, you can have her. They for
uh,
everybody. Go ahead.
it's like we could have played this up a little bit more. I was like, we should have done an opening where like it was supposed to be dead air, where we just like shit talk each other, but like we could have leaned into there's actually because that's the thing. The show ending has nothing to do with you and I hating each other, being at odds. You
They
had
can
said
tell.
something,
I'm talking shit about Ken right now.
but you had posted something on Friday, and that was basically your side of it. So I've been silent on everything really, with the exception of some cryptic shit, as Uncle Rock had pointed out to me, which he was only pissed off about.
Well, we all were, but you know what I mean? I don't say nothing. I ain't nobody.
But you were at least aware of the situation, Price. So I would say almost a month ago now, I had a heartbreak, and it devastated me, taking all my life points, just from 4,000 to 0. And, because the person I am, who, a simp, everything, all that. And again, say what you want. I'm comfortable enough admitting how I feel. It ended, and I was, I just shut down, and I needed to, realistically, in a sense, but it shut me down based off. I was the happiest I had been, along with Dallas, because it was, kind of right after that, that time span was the happiest I had been in almost a year. I think everyone is probably aware of certain situations I've had in the last year and a half. Not famous, but my mom had passed away March of last year. I kept going, both BRP and this, just as a distraction. And at that time I was seeing someone, so I think that helped keep me going, where, because a relationship kind of brings happiness and balance to my life and all that. But I think I need a distraction, like doing the shows and, keep going and not focus on that. But I really didn't hit me. There was a time where you said it'll hit you. It'll just reach a point, and it did at the start of the year. There's some other stuff going on with other family members, and that's kind of why I was in a. And then, once my relationship at the end of last summer, basically, I was even kind of more depressed. I think people could tell at certain times, seeing me on here or seeing me on BRP. But I tried carrying on again. This would be an outlet to kind of get away from all that. A distraction and all that. And not deal with that and just have something else to do in the meantime. And it's not like it was all bad. There were some great ones. We had the New York trip where we finally met in person, even though it was only 36 hours. It was a great experience. But it was so brief. I think that's why it also maybe kind of got darker from that point until Dallas, along with my birthday. And, it's a start of a new year right after too, because that was week before Thanksgiving in New York, Christmas, New Year, my birthday, just the whole down period. But the trip in Dallas, we recorded for the first time in person because we weren't able to in New York, and that was an unforgettable experience. Just the whole experience in Dallas, meeting the people we did, all living together. That whole, sharing the same house as Gene Cena and Black John Studd and Wiseman number 2 and number 3 was something I'll never forget. And that's not gonna end again. And let me say this too: this won't be the last time Banks I ever record. It's not like an extreme like that. It's the show as you know it. Banks versus Davis, formerly they called us Mad Men, is done. You can maybe see me on Wiretap, whatever Banks has next. Banks will definitely be on White Noise, because once that Fast X trailer drops, we're getting on the line, and Cal's just sitting there being like, these fucking guys, like
cleaning his glasses,
basically,
in his house music collection.
Yeah, he's like, let me reorganize my records while you fucking idiots just babble on about Vin Diesel and his cutoff tees.
Looking like Wizard, you know what I mean?
But like Kid Cudi Wizard?
No, not that weak ass Wizard. He's a better wizard than that.
But no, and then I was seeing someone shortly after Dallas, and I said, and I still care about this person, still have strong romantic feelings about this person, but also care about this person as a human being. And it was just, sometimes you meet a person at the right time, wrong place, wrong person at the right time, and wrong person, wrong place, right person, right place. It's that Venn diagram of all those things. But I needed to also take a break because I was getting burnt out from everything I was doing in general. So being kind of emotionally broken from that, being burnt out from our show every week, even though I took the previous week off first week off in June, but our show every week, you and I were doing Keeks' show for 3 weeks around this time, and BRP and the BRP 50 stuff, which is, like overtime for BRP 50, because that's our goal every year, is to make that as big as it can. And this year was the biggest it's ever been. All the videos I made, the articles that Cal and Mimi wrote, all the promoting that fam was doing, Matt being again the overseer of all of it, and the extra pods we were doing, promoting it on Wrestling Realm, on We Love Wrestling. Fortunately, I wasn't able to pod with Vin and Emilio on Wrestle Rap or with Jobber Tears, just because at that point I had said that weekend, because you and I were supposed to record that Sunday, and I said, I'm taking a break for the next month or so, get my head right, from what had happened, also from, again, the burnt out of, like, man, doing 3 pods a week and all that. And then, as I posted, I think 2 weeks after, I was officially diagnosed with a hernia. After 2 months of wondering what the fuck this thing is on my body, finally saw a doctor. He looked at it. He's like, yep, that's a hernia. As soon as I showed him, he's like, yep. And I'm like, so what's going to be done? He's like, you're going to need to have surgery if you want to get rid of it. I'm like, well, I definitely want to get rid of it. So I'll be having a consultation in September and probably surgery shortly after. So that's the whole thing of where I kind of was. And then what I realized, it was also kind of good to get away from everything. I've told you to do this. You won't listen to me, though, in this aspect of it.
Let me be clear about something real quick. Let me sit up now so I can talk my shit.
Because now I'm saying why I wasn't here, because everyone's wondering, like, where was Davis on
Don your hair. It's fine.
That was yesterday. Where were you on BRP? Again, I wasn't with Keeks. It was you, and then it was Backstage Brawl, and then it was Cal this week. Yeah, it's... And I'll address all that going forward, but now explain now after I said where I basically was the last month until now.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me tell y'all something. I'm going to the DR. Best believe I'm gonna have a penicillin shot ready. Anyhow, and KP. Oh, this is a different KP. Never mind. It's KP.
That is KP. That is KP.
Oh, this the DKP.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't need no god. No, ain't no goddamn shouts out. I don't.
No, he did the logos.
I don't give a fuck. I don't need no road game. I seen what happened, brother. You's a nut for that. I don't need no goddamn road game. Let my hairline be what it is. And guess what? 50 Cent meme when I posted that on IG. Anyhow, let me be clear about this. Davis told me to keep it going on. I'm gonna be clear about 2 things too, because y'all pissing me off. Let me be clear about this. This man told me to continue Banks versus Davis. While I was sitting at work, nodding off like I always do every day. I don't even have to be at work. Hell, I tried to watch Skyfall the other day. I fell asleep in 30 minutes. I woke up.
Oh, come on.
I love it. One of my favorite movies ever, but motherfucking M was dead. I woke up and the bitch was gone. Excuse my language. That's how I feel. And spoiler alert, but the movie 10
that's
years
also
old.
a 10 year. That's an 11. No, yeah, 10-year-old movie. I can't think it is 2023 today. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe that's me really thinking in the future.
No, let's get to 2023. Let's get there. It's all right. It'll be fucking 120 degrees, probably in Alaska by that time. Gas will probably be $10 a gallon. This fucking never mind. Anyhow, so and by then Cody Drake still won't be champion, Ken. So he told me to keep it going. Davis told me, hey, keep it going, bro. Keep the name alive and keep the subscribers. All right, I'm at work like, all right, I got to say something. Y'all know I don't like to talk. I don't got time to talk. You know why? Because when I'm not talking for the first time, I get to actually do something. Close my eyelids and go to sleep. That's the only way I can escape from fucking reality. Because every time I wake up, my phone goes off. I'm going to throw this motherfucker one day.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
So that's the reason kind of we're doing this today, as well as I was going to actually have to finally speak about what's been going on with me and all that at some point. After opening up to some people last weekend, I was finally able to come out and then say, what's going to be happening in the future and all that. But most importantly, this is also like going for, and why we're doing this together, even though you had said some stuff prior and I hadn't said anything yet, there's nothing going on between us. So don't keep bothering this man when we're about to tell you right now why what's going to happen is going to happen.
Thank you, Davis. Can y'all leave Banks the fuck alone? Y'all know how much shit I gotta go
But
through
you
on a
also
daily
have to
basis?
just go away too. That's what like you've said, and I've told you this. You don't listen to me.
I
But to be
tried
fair, I
to,
don't
and
listen. But no,
motherfuckers,
to be fair, I don't listen to you.
you don't. But I don't care. I ain't the person to listen. Who the fuck would take advice from me? Like,
You're
what?
right.
You a stupid motherfucker if you
Yeah.
take advice from me out of everybody else.
Did I tell you
All
you
right?
sell drugs? No.
Oh, so hold
No.
so you ain't gotta go through it. I was about to say, no, you the police man. Let me get
You were
the fuck
about to
out of
shut
here.
off the mic for real. Be like, hey, don't you ever say that shit again. I'm gonna restart the shit, and you better.
No. I was gonna delete everything if you was gonna say that. Oh, we snitching here, huh?
Yeah, no.
So let me tell you about summer of 2005 real quick. You feel me?
I did. Did I not say? You know, never mind. You know what? I shouldn't even say this. It's been
No.
10 years, but still.
No. On the
I
new
think I
shit.
told you, but I don't think I said this on air about the one time. But you know what? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So I got some new shit coming on. Like I told people, I don't do no guests. When I got guests on, it's gonna be Patreon because I gotta pay
No.
people.
So all right. So again, what you're saying
But
is,
let me tell y'all. Okay, let me tell y'all why I don't fuck
back
with y'all.
to.
I'm gonna tell y'all two reasons
Oh.
why I don't fuck with a lot of y'all, especially KP. So
No, come on, stop it.
So
he
listen.
did the logos. I mean, I asked you if we could make an HBO Max and a New Line Cinema logo, and I didn't even know you reached out to KP. You had sent these, and you said they're from KP, and I was like,
I can't reach out to him now. That's why he taking shots. He Hollywood now. He getting deals and shit. Now he want to be up here drawing and shit, making thousands of dollars, and I can't say shit to KP. So now I ain't gonna hit KP up for my next thing. I'm gonna go ahead and let him do his thing. I can't even talk to him. I'm a damn ant to a giant. But listen, so I'm like, all right, I gotta say something just because you know what I mean. You just you know what I mean, you doing your thing, and I ain't faulting you for that.
No one had said, all right. So the people who knew I was going to take this break and knew what was going on,
including myself.
Were you and Black Wrestling? And I had told Keeks that Tuesday I wouldn't be able to do her show going forward because I was going to try to make it and do that episode and talk about Forbidden Door because we had basically done the whole kind of 3 episodes prior getting ready for Forbidden Door, and I almost thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room that day because that was the first time I had pain with the hernia.
Yeah,
and I like a shooting pain up and down my body.
Was hurting, right?
Yeah, and I was like, God damn, I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room instead. Since I'm a masochist, I just drove home, and I was fine. And I've been fine since then. Luckily, just the hernia it fucking causes bathroom issues. Is the only real thing about it, and I can't lift.
You know what a hernia is, right? Your intestines is damn near out your body.
Yeah,
so you a real life Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, I know. I'm dying here in Reservoir Dogs. I'm fucking dying here.
Bruh, I don't want to see you go. If you go with blonde hair, bruh, I'm really gonna be pissed off at you. I'm about to sound like I'm gonna sound like an old West Indie man.
Why you sound? Well, firstly, why you sound like?
I sound like somebody's grandfather. Like I really sound like a West Indie grandfather right now about that shit.
Well, first of all, and I said this on so me and Cal recorded today. So I thought about this just real quick, 2 minutes on this. I thought about doing this for 4 years. And the only reason I finally did it yesterday was because it was that point of like, yes, it was impulsive, but I actually like legit thought about it. And I was like, if I don't do it now, then it won't ever happen ever. Like I'll never ever think about it because I'll never carry through because at some point I won't have enough hair, knock on wood, or I'll be too old and it'll be like too dumb for me like to have, blonde hair at 32 where it's like really just like grow the fuck up already. Like we get it. You're fucking sad. And like Dan Cook said in his one stand-up, like no one gives a fuck if you're sad in this world, or like what's Josh always say? Tighten up, jit. Like that would be me, but at 32, like come on.
Like I said, once again, he tells the women that look like you tighten up as well.
But then I also I've been wanting to do this for a while, and it worked out just by like I asked if she had an appointment available that day. If she didn't have the appointment that day, I was never going to do this, and she said I'm available in 2 hours. I'm like, well, I'm really going through this, and now I have it, and who knows how long I'll have it. It doesn't look bad, and but yeah, it probably won't. It'll probably just be a few months, and I'll go back to normal. But yeah,
shave your head. That's what you need to do.
No, I can't go back to that. I can't go back to 14-year-old me now.
Yes, you can. Get you some DC shoes. You feel me? Get
But
you a
now I'm
whole
like,
little DC
now I'm
outfit.
like legit Brian O'Connor, and like I like his hair color when they're watching him in the diner. But
But we ain't gonna spend 10 minutes. Let me tell people why I don't fuck with them for two reasons. Number one,
who is who are you talking about in particular? Everyone?
yeah, everybody
Okay.
except for Zell, then Nelson. I don't fuck with Van. I can go without peeps. Anyhow, so listen, I'm at work
Listen.
and I put out a statement. And I said it ain't Banks versus Banks. It ain't Banks versus Guest. I don't do the guest shit. I don't like people that. Let me tell y'all how I work with me. All right, I'm not trying to sound. I know I sound irritated today. You know why? Because motherfucker, I work. I understand why my uncles and pops and shit like that used to be mad when they get off work, bro. I ain't get off late and shit. Like, bitch, can you cook me something and give me a beer? I understand that analogy now. So I'm not even really upset. I just
Not you condoning and shut your trap type behavior. Like
me,
yeah.
absolutely. Hold on, I got something for y'all. What that tell you right there?
Oh no. Now we're really
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you off air who this is. This is my brother. I've been knowing him 10 years, so he's absolutely right. I've always been this way. So y'all think it's a work. This is how I am always. So once again, like I don't like having guests. This next iteration of podcast I'm about to do, I don't want to have guests. I don't need to talk to 20 fucking people. All right. I don't want to talk to 20 people at one time. I don't want to ask. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I like talking to myself. So why not do it on the podcast? You see this genius right here? This fucking genius. You know what he does? The Oddball Podcasting. Who is it? Him for 45 minutes.
Well, he does
That's
have
what I'm about to
guests too,
start
though,
doing.
is the thing.
He don't have guests that much. That's on Wrestle Rap. That's when Emilio be cussing him out. Anyhow. So I had to put the statement out just because I want to let y'all know. When I start something with somebody, I finish it with somebody. I'm about morality first. I don't do shit just to be doing it, just to be like, well, I can do this myself. This is Banks versus Davis, but Davis ain't here. But still,
Well, that's why I said like we should shorten it to just BVD Pod and it's just a brand. And my whole thing was like, I'll probably come back every so often, but even then, it's like I don't even know the timetable on that because the plan going forward for me now, like you said, is to do Black Wrestling, every Black Wrestling Pod extra that we do, White Noise, and only be on Keeks' show once a month instead of weekly, like how it was at first until what happened had happened.
so you want to keep me on there so I get cussed out like I do every week. But
you don't have to be on there either, is what I'm saying. Like,
I got to. I love her. She cussed me out, but I love her. She's just like every other woman in my life. Trust me.
but that's what's going to be going on with me going forward. And it took me about, I think, start of the third week of me being gone. I kind of realized, all right. First off, after what happened, like I think it was maybe the Sunday, kind of of Forbidden Door. I like went to sleep around 9:00, and we watched and finished the show later on. But like, I had probably 10, 11 days of the best sleep I had ever had in fucking years. I told you
But I
about.
told you we'll fix that, right?
What?
Crown and Hennessy will fix all that. Trust me, you'll sleep very well. Get you an eighth, drink you that. If you really want to go sleep, don't get no chaser. You feel me? Trust me, that's the best sleep I get.
That's the thing. I'm already too emo. I can't drink away my problems because I'll just make it worse.
We all do that.
Not me.
Yeah, we all do that, man.
That's the Chappelle. That's you. Like,
hey, Zell gonna get this reference. Don't go to a therapist. Drink your pain away. Be a man.
But that's the thing is like, I'd not recording, I'd wake up, go to work, come home, eat, watch something for like an hour or two, go to bed and repeat. And that legit helped me so much really in a way until one night I had a fucking premonition. And then I saw something and I was like, well, that's what the fucking premonition was. And then the next day not the next day, just hours later, because it was kind of like 1 a.m. when I had this premonition. At 10:00 this same morning, I have the hernia. So I'm like, oh, 2 birds and 1 stone. typical me. Like, yep. Like when it gets bad, it gets worse. Like, and all that. And then now my sleep schedule is back to it was, and it's like I haven't even been recording. Why am I not sleeping from fucking? It's like I'm asleep for 3 hours and back. But like that's me gonna have to figure that out. But in the meantime, I was like, working out, going for walks, trying to get some sun. It kind of worked, but it was also like I almost got burned bad one day where I was looking real cooked. Yeah. But I've been trying to do stuff in the time like to fill the space of podcasting because I was also, and you had said this the other day, you said it on Friday after the Siemens drop, where like I don't even know if I want to come back in general to all of it. You and I had joked about retiring at the end of this year, but with low key seriousness to it. Because you had said if you're done, then I'm done. Because at that point, to me, it was becoming the thing where like the bullshit that goes around with it, which people will never know. But again, I'll never say anything like dirty secrets about that. But it's not all fun and games, and people can say they do this for fun. If that's you, it's you. But that's why your shit isn't consistent. Whatever. Because people would say whatever they want about me. You and I did this consistently. We would do 2 episodes in a week at times, especially early on, to try to build a rhythm and try to build, like, hey, listen to the show. We're starting, more episodes are going to be coming out. What you can expect from us. And I mean, we did a pod one night, and then because an emergency drop, and then we did the regular show the next day. We did our show. Brian H. Waters asked me to come on his show. And then I'm like, hey, you want to come pod with me and Brian H. Waters? And you were like, why not? We were just, oh shit, the bots are here now.
Hey, bitch, send me a motherfucking ticket to Dominican Republic ASAP.
But that's the thing. It was like, do I want to do this? Because right now it's kind of good that I'm able to sleep, even though my life kind of just sucks in general because it's just so boring. I don't have pods. Don't have this other aspect of my life. It's just like it's very monotonous. It's very boring. But I'm like, at least I'm catching up on this thing called sleep that everyone seems to talk about. And just the aspect too, like if I come back, am I gonna come back and be what I was before? Maybe I'll just come back and help with social media stuff with BRP. Kind of like you're saying, like if I'm gonna stop, it's just gonna be as a producer, or if I'm gonna pod, it's gonna be by myself, which is what you had just said. And that's why I'm like, if I come back, I don't think I can do what I was doing before because I think that'll just burn me to the ground again. It's the sad realization, but it's like I might have. It's like it was the first thing is like I can't do Keeks' show every week was the first thing I realized, which is what hurt me because I told her in Dallas I'd help her. But the plan also was to do what I'll be doing, which is do the first few. Again, it's Keeks and friends. There are other people she can talk to besides me. And then do like a monthly guest spot, but with me being like someone who always has guilt about abandoning people because of my past is like, hey, I'm gonna do that. And then when I'm like, I'll be leaving our show, but you should keep it because we already have a subscriber base. They're already used to podding on Pardon the Banks and all that. I'm like, and you've done all the hard work when it comes to fucking producing the show. Because again, I wouldn't be doing this if you weren't around because I don't know how to do producing and all that. I probably could figure out it's not that hard, but it's like what I said about you and why I think, it works so well is like you empower people to share their voice and you believed in me just as much as BRP did early on and I told you like, I don't know if I'll ever be a full-time member on BRP, like, or I don't think it'll last as long as they say, well, we're supposed to be one day a month and then turned into a few appearances. I'd be an emergency sub in, and then I'm like, if I got my foot in the door, I might as well like open it. At the time, you weren't doing the pod you were doing. I'm like, would you be interested in doing an episode? And then we basically did a test run, and then at the end you had said it was supposed to be a John Cena pod, and then at the end you had said something about Tom Cruise and Michael Jordan, and I was like, well, those are 2 of my favorite people. I'm like, you want to talk about that next week, kind of the same time? And you're like, yeah, I'll be available. And it kind of just kept going and going and going. And that's why then we had the terrible name of They Called Us Madmen, but at the time it fit because we were like talking about things that would go on to be true. And I think it confused people because it was a lot to say. And as I always say, the abbreviation was terrible. And I think people would then confuse the name and the logo of us being a Mad Men pod about the show.
If you into that, it's a lot to digest too.
So when it comes to like rebranding, then I think we had a great rebrand. And I'm gonna say this so we don't get offended, but at the time, shortly after we rebranded, you and I were kind of having the falling out that people would think this is. But you and I both were in the wrong, and we both admitted it to each other and both called the other out on it. And we went on a hell of a run after that. And the reason I think we were able to patch it up and be one, better podcast partners and one, better friends as people who didn't know each other 6 months prior is that we spoke true feelings about each other and all that. And it helped really in the long run. I mean, and that stuff had happened with me that I had mentioned where my mom had passed. So I think that weighed on me too. And it was the thing of me maybe lashing out by that way. But to people think that we had a falling out now, it's like, no, we almost had one last year, but we fixed it. And it would have been nothing but good since. Like, so we went on the fucking run of our lifetimes after that. Fast summer. Great guests coming through. And then at the start of this year, we were fucking rolling. I mean, we had about 87 subscribers, I think, January, February, and we were at 206 now.
Right. The shit don't went up. I said, how the fuck?
It could be bots.
That's all right. Keep going, because I got something for y'all.
What I'm saying is, like,
I'm cutting promos all day.
And the reason I'm saying, like, I want to leave or like end, like, you will leave, and then you're saying, well, we should just end it if you want to leave to go do the stuff that, again, that's why people know me. That's how I'm able to do a side project, is that I'm on Black Wrestling, and that's so what brought me to the dance. And then White Noise now will kind of be similar to what I've been doing here. So I don't want people to think like, oh, Davis dipped from Banks to go do Banks versus Davis with Black Wrestling instead. It's like,
and let me tell y'all
see
something.
It that way. It'll be similar, but I mean, it's again, nothing with him. Has nothing to do with him. I'm saying, like, I don't think I can do what I was doing before.
Let me tell you
the schedule of it all.
Let me tell y'all something too. Like I said, once again, he said I could continue this, but once again, it ain't Banks versus Banks. All right. Number two, like, bro, I don't have these ideals that people have. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna talk my shit, but at the same time, bro, when I tell y'all I don't give a shit about most things in life, maybe it's just something wrong with me. I do not give a fuck about most shit. Like, yo, this man is a star, whatever. Y'all not seeing me up here like, it's a beast, Davis leaving. Like, even if he said, nah, kill this show, I ain't gonna be up here. Well, it's Davis' fault. Well, I don't move around like other people that leave podcasts being like, fuck it, I'll say their name, Joe Budden and all them, Maul and all them. I don't move and go do some shit that was lesser than them.
What you're doing now, yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, why would I hustle backwards and go do some other shit? Like, bro, and then there's some shit that's gonna be boring, and then I'm gonna have to cut a motherfucking promo talking about, well, the reason why I did this, like they was doing for a year, Banks versus Davis, because Davis left for now Deez and Miro and podcast game. Once again, I fucking told y'all the podcast game is the new rap game. Y'all not
said
hearing
this since the start.
Motherfuckers ain't friends in real life, and they just doing podcasts. God bless. Before I knew this man, I was cool, and I was like, all right, cool, and we built a bond, bruh. It's like, dog, I don't be cool with people I don't plan on being cool with. I don't need to motherfucker talk to you. I don't need to be buddy with you. I talk to this dude even when we ain't recorded. I ain't recorded with him in a month on anything, and yet I still have been talking to him. So, motherfucker, I don't need to sit up here and twiddle my thumbs and wonder what another grown man is doing and this and that. I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what the highlight of my day is? Going to fucking sleep and wondering how I can get an Xbox. I don't worry about other shit. I don't worry about what a grown man.
Like an original Xbox?
No, I want a 360, but I'm talking about an Xbox Series. I don't worry about what a grown. I want to play Shenmue. Van, you know what's up. I want to play Shenmue. Shut the fuck up. I don't sit up here and wonder what a grown ass woman do, a grown ass man. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna still get to work.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Whereas I think me feeling bad about wanting to do this is why, like, you know, you should keep this and just rebrand it. But then you being you is like, why would I do that when I can just build build it on my own. We can leave this as is. And who knows? I think part of me also too is like keep it going. That way, if I change my mind in 3 months, 3 weeks, or whatever, or do the thing that I always do, where I'm like, I'm saying I'm going to do this, but never mind. Like, like not that I'm indecisive, but again, like, oh, I'll dye my hair, but you know what? I really shouldn't until like I finally did it. You know what? At least I can say I finally did it.
Hold on one
like,
second. Let me get this fucking jabroni real quick. This is what I'm doing. I'm cutting promos. Like, I hate to cut out Davis because he's being positive, but fuck it, we're gonna cut the promos today. Listen, you play Elden Ring, bruh. That shit trick you. I'm gonna call you about that later on too. Mind you, this is my friend of 10 years, but this motherfucker want to play Elden Ring and he get mad and want to toss the little punk ass PlayStation controller because it fit his little ass hands. Go ahead.
See, that's the thing. Like, I mean, you say you don't want a podcast, but again, you're so good at it. That's the thing. It's
I
like,
was bullshitting.
I know.
Sometimes I just be bullshitting.
I know. I can see
I'm
that.
up here. I don't know if I want to do this. Who am I if I quit anything in life, bruh? Who am I to quit anything in life, bro? You know how far I've came in life for me to quit anything? Motherfucker, I'm from poverty, and y'all gonna see me quit. The problem I got with y'all, hold on, who all in here? How many audience members? I ain't gonna even say their name. This the problem I got with y'all. Motherfucker, we be doing this shit every week. And I ain't gonna say all y'all, but I feel like some of y'all thought y'all was gonna come in here. It was gonna be a roast session. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get Maul and Roy versus Joe Budden or D Zamero and whoever the fuck else is beefing. That's why all y'all in here. I don't know if it's love. I doubt it because this the era we in with the internet. But y'all motherfuckers don't be here every week. I see y'all, bro. I see you motherfuckers. Like the numbers is up because I don't know because it's the last episode once again, or y'all just here just to be like, well, let's see if it's really more than what it is.
Everybody always say like
fucking Nat, bro. Y'all gotta understand. You can't get Banks out of character. Banks will not say anything. Banks don't snitch. Banks don't say shit that should be out in public. All right. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that know what I've been around and I done moved around the right way. All right. You feel me? Fuck that truck driver. Anyhow, Rock, if you don't shit, Rock, I'll see you in September too. Stop holding all the light-skinned girls to yourself too. Selfish ass old man. Go ahead. And no, the fuck it ain't. Fuck Elden Ring. Hard ass game for no reason. Play Dark Souls instead. I love you, Matt. One of my favorite people on the planet. Go ahead.
No, again, just say like it was a thing where it was tough to decide to do this, like you said. But again, like this isn't a what's the tea gonna be? You know, what's the real reason? It's like it's nothing.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why motherfuckers be holding on. This is why the punk ass shade room. I almost said something else that would have got us in trouble. That's why the punk ass shade room and all these other fucking blog sites be popping. What's going on with Cardi B today? Who gives a fuck? What's going on with Banks and Davis? This is the last episode. Let's see if we can find anything. Hey, motherfuckers, ain't nothing to it. Y'all hear my voice, right? My voice is deep. Pause. Y'all think I can hold a secret with a deep fucking voice?
My doing?
Right. This ain't no work voice.
But this is my doing, and that's it. Because I'm the one who's like, I don't think I can do this anymore. And you're like, if you don't want it, then we won't.
But the way I said it,
like, no, I'm saying, but like in terms of like, if this is, you see it again, like it's a partnership. And that's probably the negative part of our names being the show's title is if we had a different name, if we were still probably they called us Madmen, it could have maybe worked because it's a thing that you could substitute someone. But you being you would be like, I don't want to do that because that's just the way you're wired. Which is why the one pod you're on kind of rebranded as a different pod. But I mean, hey, I'll leave that as that.
Man, I got you. Don't worry about nothing, bro.
But what you said again, again, I'd never sent subs at you. I've never said anything about this man in a negative context because this man, along with the 4 with Mimi individuals I was already recording with, made me work harder in terms of like I can do the work as is, but to show I'm here for a reason, as Wiseman number 3 would say, like we didn't get you just to get you, like it just happened to work out like that. Like me having chemistry with 2 dudes from Baltimore and a guy from Jersey doesn't make any sense, especially that they're 12 years older than me, 13 years older than me.
One of them is 30 years older than me.
and then you and I being from the same state, but not the same city in the thing,
Right.
you know, being north versus south, which is why I say I think we do have that chemistry in that aspect, at least. Like, where we're from, it's rough where we're from. Again, like, look at me, but again, like, I ain't from where you would think I'm from, at least not 24/7. It was like in The Departed, it was like you were like one guy on the weekends and one guy during the week. But yeah, there was like, again, you pushed me to be hard, and you were someone who's like, you know, you're good at the shit, you should keep it going, like, you know, because again, as someone who's, you know, lacks confidence and all that, just to begin with, you're the one doing like the Dr. Dre, like, fucking show them who you are, like that shit. BRP's the same way and all that, like, and I know you don't like compliments and say, but I'm like, I'm only like that because you're Ricky Steamboat doing like, this shit's easy when you're just doing arm drag and an arm drag, like, if this shit ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, I'm going to do a cross body. I'm going to run the ropes and hit you off a forearm and bounce back up with in a slam. Like, you're only as good as the person you podcast with. And that's why at times you would have this, like, you know, we would know each other's moves right before we would hit it, which is why I think that's the most fun part was doing the show, is like, I would know your tricks and you would know mine. That's why when I would no sell shit, it would piss you off so much. Like, this man knows he wants to laugh, but he won't. And then like, I see something coming. I'm blocking that Rainmaker because I see you spin me out. I'm like, nope, not today. And then
that's who you look like, Okada.
Oh, you on my white Okada?
Yeah, with the little ass white tee and shit.
But
okay, now I thought about it.
Again, we would have the same running and recurring jokes because they were just so funny to us. That's why I mean, like, there's nothing going on. If people were searching for that,
motherfuckers are searching for it. Why you think all of them here? They ain't here no other week.
Well, no, that's why they were hitting you up, because no one asked me. When I'm like, hey, that's just probably me being the standoffish asshole. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
But motherfuckers gonna hit me up like I'm gonna tell you that, like I'm gonna say it's something other than what it is. And if it was a problem, why would I tell you? I don't. I'm from the environment. I don't snitch. And besides that, grown man business, like, bro, it ain't no problem. Like, he want to go do some other shit. People can ask me questions about whatever.
It was after, like, do I even want to do this to begin with? And it's like, if I'm gonna keep doing it, and who knows, maybe at the end of the year I finally will be like, I don't even want to do Black Wrestling anymore, and I'll go back to the solitary life I was. Who knows how I'll feel by then, if I'm still in this state of, like, you know, what my life will be like. Because I'm also contemplating what happened. I told you about this, and some other people know I'm maybe contemplating a life change in terms of, do I want to live here forever? No. Do I want to have this same job forever? I'm not sure.
Ain't no bitches in Minnesota.
But
you need to go to Charlotte, Houston. That's where they all at.
But that's when I think that was something that low key was going on, just like the burnout thing was. Where I'm like, I'm getting burnt out from doing all these pods. I was happy for all these reasons until I had a reason to be happy, and it's sad to tie your happiness to someone.
And I hit you up.
That is a good idea, though, Vin. That's what I mean. Like, we could have rebranded. That's what I mean. Like, we were just going to do BVD, and it could have been like, what does the B, the V, and the D mean? It's like, it means anything.
That's what it should be called.
That when he said dreams, I'm thinking of Ray Armadillo. Dreams and Blue Mountain State when he had his shit.
That's what it should be called, boy.
Yeah, that's legit what your next show should be. Dreams with Banks, or should it be Nightmares with Banks? Like,
bro, I got some shit worked out.
But no, it was that thing. It's these things have probably been they do, man. The one part I went to during COVID on 4th of July, I was the only white guy, and they do. Van is 100% correct, because one was kind of vibing me, and that's where I'm like, again, I'm like, what makes you think I'm that guy? Like, again, it's the lack of confidence. But my father has the same thing, because my dad is trying to qualify to go on tour for golf. He's like, I probably won't even make the cut. And I'm like, I looked at myself, I'm like, I told you I have a lack of confidence. Where the fuck do you think I get it from? Like, and this one is a fucking great golfer. And like, and he's also a masochist, because apparently, like, he almost tore his Achilles a few weeks ago, or retore it apparently. But
that's gonna happen.
That is true. Yeah, when you're, you know, he's now 48. It was his birthday a few weeks ago, so that's why that one day
I put all his business.
Who, me?
No, I almost put out all his business. I know when his birthday is.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying it was his birthday a few weeks ago. And run back to, again, these episodes will still live on YouTube. You better still stay subscribed. Like, this show will end going forward. But
all y'all motherfuckers unsubscribe. You know what?
No.
Yeah, no, fuck y'all. Go ahead and unsubscribe. You know why? Because I don't see y'all every week, bro, when we be doing this shit live. So fuck y'all. Unsubscribe.
Thanks. You are right in that aspect with the like. Now you've embraced my CM Punkness about the like. You're the ones coming up to me asking for an autograph now when you weren't before.
No, because it's like, bro, I be seeing shit, man. I be pointing it out in life. I love you, Earl. But nah, it's like, bro, I be seeing shit. I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers don't be here every week. But then when it's time to get the tea, ooh, it's something going on worse than that. Now motherfuckers want to pull off. Well, hey, what if I lie to y'all and say this ain't the end? You know what? I'm gonna do that shit. Next week I'm gonna go live and see what happens.
I wish you would. At this point, you know what? See, you know what sucks now? I was like, I'm gonna join you, and we just duped everyone because you and I are the only people who are gonna get a kick out of that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna do it next week. Next week
we're not.
Live. This the episode before the final episode. I'm gonna trick. I got a trick for y'all motherfuckers. If I don't see them saying numbers up, y'all think I'm cutting a shoot promo now. I'm cutting a hell of a promo. Y'all gonna be mad at me when I'm done.
See, again, that's why we're like, and now you're saying like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Even though I'll probably be dead ass tired next week because I legit. The reason I was also taking off.
Antonio, don't get your hating ass up out here and fuck the Lakers. Go ahead.
The other reason I was taking off this kind of this whole month of July was this entire week I was covering for my boss at work, so I had to be the supervisor all week while being.
You got a boss? Not in
Harlem. While being on jury duty, I had to call every night to know if I have to go in. And Friday night I called. My group number was selected, so I have to go to the courthouse tomorrow and go through the jury selection process if I'll be selected to go as like an official juror.
You better than me. I had to do jury duty one time, and boy, I got out that shit so smooth.
No, that's me. Like there's a chance I can get out of it. It's just I have to go in to be like. I had to go in and be like, will you be able to be on this trial and all that or whatever? So it was work. It was personal reasons, health reasons, and then now like work reasons. Work reasons was why I was kind of taking this whole last month off.
You ain't gonna lie and say you got that shit.
What?
You know you can say you got that shit and you can't come to jury duty, right?
Oh, COVID?
Well, you said it.
Yeah,
fuck the CSC too. Flag this. I don't give a fuck. Y'all watch too, since y'all don't watch every week.
But that's the thing. It's like I was trying to take all this time off and finally get past all this difficult shit, even though I have to be
whistle. You look whistle. You look like a damn snitch. Daddy, how I look? A damn snitch.
I don't even know these people, whoever they would be.
You gonna go in that motherfucker. You gonna be like, what's my? I think was that Briscoe. I forgot who took the stand. That was with Carol C. the Cartel. You don't get that reference. Who was at the stand like this, just pointing. You got the hair for it.
No, that's me. That's me being a witness. That's different. I've never. If I was called as a witness, I'd be like, for what? Like,
Your Honor. I think this motherfucker did do it. We should
put it in jail. Depending on who was in. No.
Also, you snitch on black people. Go ahead.
No, never. Contrary to what
even if it's killed. Believes. Well, let me ask you a question. Even if he killed his mom, you ain't gonna snitch on him?
No.
You better than me. Go ahead.
No, I say like you're that's what I mean. Like you're right for saying like we've been talking about shit that has come to fruition an hour after we recorded. The whole Wild Wild West thing blew up after we had mentioned it on a pod, and then what other shit? They fucking dropped the Uncharted trailer like 2 days after we fucking said.
Well, they could have kept that shit. And Sony could have kept them weak ass PS5s. But that's
there's just so much, and now you're saying like, yeah, now y'all want to come listen because there's some drama going on. Like,
no, that's all right. Like, that's all right. I'm gonna be back next week. I'm gonna be here. I'll tell y'all what. Give y'all one last final episode. I'm gonna stay there 10 minutes. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna look at the screen and see what happened. If I don't see the same numbers that I'm seeing on my screen right now, within 10 minutes, I got 30 minutes set for y'all. Y'all thought Bill Burr and Philly was a promo? I'm cutting a fucking promo of a lifetime. 30 minutes set. I'm gonna give y'all. I promise you, I'm gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying. Keep the feed, and you're like, no.
That's the way I'm gonna end this shit. Fuck y'all. Cut and broadcast. That's what I'm gonna do. I swear I'm gonna do it. Ain't nothing else. Fuck them.
No,
Ain't nothing else to tell them. Y'all, hey, I got something for you. Hey, ain't no drama. I love Davis. Y'all can go fuck yourselves because y'all hearing these numbers is high. If I don't see you next week, it's gonna be double fuck yourselves.
However, no, let's not forget. However, they were high for the live in-person episode too. Let's not say like it was all bad.
Hey, you be looking at AD's knees. That's why they be broke all the fucking time before he get on the court. Antonio, Anthony Davis. That's why street clothes. You be looking at his knees. Go ahead. Fuckers raising my blood pressure today.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm like Powerhouse Hobbs and you're Ricky Starks. Like, I'll beat your ass right now. You're doing the Ric Flair like, Old Yeller. I'll show you, Old Yeller.
Hey, that's because you can't stay up past 3 p.m., old man. I ain't worried about it.
That's what I said. What if we just keep playing up like it's the last show, and then people are like, again? Like, they've been saying it's the last show for 3 years.
Right. Never mind. I'm gonna hit you about that trip in September because I need to meet old girl that kept you up to 7 a.m. Go ahead. That's a different story for a different day.
Yeah. That's a way different. Way different.
No, you know what? Fuck it. Let. I hate you, Davis. Now what, motherfuckers? Get the numbers up. Go ahead, share it. Oh, y'all got a clip now. Y'all can clip this shit. Y'all can put it all over the internet.
You should. That was 51, 20 something. Yeah.
Go ahead. Y'all clip this. I hate Davis. Fuck him. He's white. Let's go.
Oh, now you just sound like Marcus. Come on. Two. That's what I thought. See?
Hey, man.
Thank you.
I love both of y'all. That's between.
Thank you to everyone that's listened, supported, again, from the inception of the pod in fall of 2020 to now, to the end. I mean, if we were your favorite podcast, I honestly can't believe that.
They'll be lying. They'll say it to you, but they'll say, yeah.
Well, I'm like, I mean, I think Van and X had said we were like their favorite pod. I'm like, but why? Like,
Van is from Long Island. He's a liar.
So I was like, because I know what's like when your favorite podcast ends. It's a shitty feeling.
Let me ask you a question. As a man, when the last time you listened to Deez and Mero?
When I stopped working at my old job.
Exactly. That was 10 years ago. Let's move on.
But I also stopped watching the clips once they got to Showtime.
And it's not the Barry Mero, because I like Mero. I don't fuck with Deez. I met Deez before.
Really? When?
2017, 18, if I'm not mistaken, back home. Well, at home. I met them.
No, really? When they were on tour or what?
Yeah. We couldn't get to the show, so they came out, shook up. This is when I was about to start my podcasting career, so this was 2018. And I said, what's up with it? I like y'all show. Mero Deez just no-sold me. I was like, bro, you weigh 150 pounds.
Oh, so it was me.
No, this motherfucker. Yeah, both of y'all skinny.
Yeah, I was about to say. So
that's because I don't get upset at skinny people because y'all malnutrition. You know what I mean? You ain't got no Snicker bar next to you. Your blood sugar dropping, so you're going to be irritable.
No, that's why I need to go get something to eat right after we're done with them. Saying I'm Jesus is funny, though.
Yeah, but Mero was cool as shit, you feel me? But at the same time, it is what it is. But I say all that to say, listen, podcasts end all the time. TV shows end all the time. Y'all favorite show is Atlanta. Y'all up here loving that stupid ass shit. But yeah, y'all gonna watch that final season. Y'all gonna watch some motherfucking alien attack and motherfucking wearing cowboy brunch boots and probably it's gonna rain fucking Jello because Donald Glover's a fucking weirdo. But y'all gonna watch that shit.
That's true. I can agree with that. Even though I enjoy the show, he is a fucking weirdo. Yeah.
Y'all gonna watch all the bullshit. Hey, motherfucking Fresh Prince ended. Guess what? Will homeless. He wish he was homeless right now. All that money because this goddamn East Baltimore woman keep kicking him out. Love Baltimore women, but somebody should have told him a long time ago. Hey, Martin ended because this motherfucker was smoking crack and he kept on chasing Tisha Campbell and she was with Dwayne Martin. When the last time y'all seen Dwayne Martin in something? That was 20 years ago when Nutso fell off the roof. What the fuck has he been doing lately?
You don't know if he had the show with Lisa Ray.
Who the fuck watching that shit?
I did.
Because of her stupid ass can't act. She look good. Her dumb ass.
I was gonna say, why are you so angry at Lisa Ray now? Now you just really in a hate.
Oh no, I got a story behind that. I'll tell you off here. No, fuck it. This is the last episode. I'll tell y'all here. Fuck it. So my man's was fucking with her daughter, right? So we go to the crib. So we at the crib, and you know what I mean? She there. You feel me? I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean, where the room at, respectfully and consistently. I'm trying to figure out where Lisa Ray room at. He was fucking with her daughter, like I said. We in her house, mind you. She definitely ain't paid for that with no Players Club money. That Players Club money been gone the moment she got paid from that shit. That Players Club money was not even a SAG voucher. That motherfucker would just, you get a pack of Newports with Players Club roll. So we at the crib. We being respectful. We saying hi and shit like that. And the bitch got mad because I said hi. I said, I'm in your house. What the fuck you want me to do? It's better than what I was going to say, Miss Lisa Ray. It was this. Yeah. You want me to say that, baby? You want me to say, hey, when the last time you touched that damn orange juice? Let me smell the orange juice container. I was being respectful. See, I was just like these bots right here. That's how I was when I was looking at Lisa Ray. There you go, right there. That's how I was. But I say all that to say everything in, man. Hey, Kenan Kel is my second favorite show of all time. That shit ended, and Kenan started hating on Kel. That ain't gonna happen here. First of all, I ain't fat like Kenan, so I ain't gonna hate. You feel me? I work out, so my thyroid don't be acting up. The Waves Brothers, my favorite show. How they ended? They was in the goddamn room with Pops trying to get therapy.
Is that how it ends?
That's how it is. They just reflecting, and at the end they hug, and that's how the show ends. You feel me? And Pops went to go do 2 other Fridays, so it's fine. Things end, bro. Ain't no drama. You know what I'm about to do after this? About to go record some more. You know what I'm about to do after this? Probably see if I can find a bootleg, a note, or I'm gonna watch ROH and go to sleep within 10 minutes. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. After that, guess what? I'm getting ready to roll. All y'all motherfuckers that's here, hey, let me first say this. BRP, sign up for the Patreon. Pay the $1 or pay the 10, you cheap bastard, if you got the money. Number 2, subscribe on YouTube. Get them to 1,000. All right, like the video. Stop being in the comment section. That motherfucking subscribe button. All right, and then number 3, understand I got something rolling out. So all y'all motherfuckers that's here jumping around, want the T is, sis, you should hit the fucking subscribe button when I start my shit. And if you don't,
I'm gonna be supporting that shit too. And if you don't, then
come on. And if y'all don't, I don't give a fuck. Cause you know what I do? I'm a hustler. This time I'm going for the money, motherfucker. So if y'all don't subscribe, I don't care if 3 motherfuckers on there. I got a game plan. I ain't up here like y'all, not y'all in the comment section. Some of y'all cool. Can't stop asking for belts being put on the other men. But I ain't like some of y'all, you know, in the let me just say this in the podcast universe. Y'all motherfuckers. I hope people like my shit. I hope I can get subscribers. I hope I can get guests. I don't give a fuck if I got 2 subscribers. I'm gonna still work. It's about the hustle for me. I don't give a fuck about none of all that other shit. I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to be cool. Y'all gonna get this hustle whether you like it or not. And no, because Tupac said Dre was in the range.
He said, who said it?
Pop. You ever heard Toss It Up on Machiavelli? Is that track 3? I think that is track 3 on Toss It Up. He's supposed to be talking about, can't keep talking your shit, man. It's me. I'm always going to talk shit. I love it. On Toss It Up, track 3, he's supposed to be talking about the women. This motherfucker Pop go the second verse and start talking about Dre. Listen to Toss It Up. Anybody that know Machiavelli the Don, which is one of the greatest albums of all time. Bruh, see? I'm not bullshitting with y'all. Listen to it. This is a rap fact. Listen to Toss It Up on Machiavelli the Don. First verse, he getting off talking about the women, talking about what he want to do, right? respectfully and consensually. Verse 2. This song was supposed to be about women. The whole verse is Casey and JoJo singing "Play on Player." Verse 2, he proceeds to just talk about and obliterate Trey for being in the range. Like, dog, wait a minute. This not what you was on. This, like, if I'm in the studio and I'm the engineer, I'm like, hold on, we was talking about the bitches. You up here talking about.
Are you saying it was where the bitches with the titties?
Yeah, no, that's what it was supposed to be. But he all of a sudden, and somebody pointed out 2 years ago, even though I've heard that album my entire life, I'm like, yeah, why was he talking about Dre on verse 2? So I ain't gonna be no death row, all right? Never mind. I'm gonna leave Birdman alone. I ain't fucking with New Orleans people. I ain't. You ain't gonna get me.
But yeah, you just told Rock he doesn't stay up past 3 p.m.
Wait, I said Rock only 3 feet. I wasn't lying.
No, I'm saying you don't be staying up past 3 p.m. or whatever you said. You dissing him, and he's again.
Rock don't sleep, bruh. Rock be
history. Yeah.
Rock don't sleep, bruh. You can hit Rock up at 4 a.m. his time. He up.
We never had Rock on the show, which is probably a good thing in hindsight as well.
No, we got something like, hey, you motherfuckers, I got something I'm working on.
That's what I'm saying. So again, you won't be seeing the last of Banks. You gotta enjoy me while I can, because there probably will be a point where if you thought, again, where's Drip, where's Davis this whole time last month, it would be easy for me just to go completely ghost forever. And if I did that without a warning, you can send me however many messages. You can write me a letter. I ain't gonna tell y'all. That's when I'm legit like Kane walking the earth. It's just me sitting in my apartment making R&B, white R&B music. You know, some run your nails through my blonde hair music. Like, come on. But like I said, thanks for supporting the show. And again, it means a lot, and it sucks that we're ending. I mean, but again, we're only ending because it's also the right time. And like you said, all things gotta end. This would end a year from now, 2 years from now. Who knows? We've been doing so much within the past year anyway with Black Wrestling, Black Announce Table, Random Acts of Podcast, Reggae Boys. Yeah, All Elite with Keeks now, and White Noise, and all the other Patreon content we were doing. So I think it just made sense for both of us to dial things back and focus on other aspects. Because also, I mean, this show was us getting together and having.
Before we end, can you call B-Dot the N-word? Go ahead. By the way, for anybody, I hate to interrupt Davis. Everybody has tried to get him to crack one time. Even Dot. Everybody.
What do you mean? I do crack. What do you mean?
No. We tried to get you to slip up and say the word.
Oh, you mean like that?
Bruh, his shoulder roll. He shoulder rolls like, that shit like Floyd, bro. You can't get him.
That's like, say that shit. Say that shit. And I'm
like, bro, we can't. Zell, you already know what's up. We working on something. You keep hearing this word. We working, right? Y'all think this motherfucker about to, oh God.
No, I do. No, I do. Like, because after a while, we had built in such a routine of dropping on Sundays where that's why, like, y'all could have been supporting like you are today the whole time. I know it's when, I mean, I guess with football season, that is difficult. I can understand that completely. But I mean, since the start of the year,
ain't nobody watching the goddamn Colts play.
Or the Cowboys. I mean, you know how it's going to end.
I got to worry about my offensive line. What he said in Goodfellas, I got to go outside and deal with this shit.
No, I got to worry about getting wrecked on the street. I got to come home to this.
I got to deal with this shit. And this.
I thought you meant like, now you got to dig the hole. I mean, like, it's the first fucking hole I dug? Huh? I'll dig the fucking hole. After he kills the spider, like.
And this little bastard is a Patriots fan, so go ahead.
I seen this. I'm like, who is this? Like
10 years, a good friend of mine, man. That's my son, Ricky Tan. Go ahead. Oh, you look like Ricky Tan. You look like, I just got it. You.
Oh, he does have one. No. Ricky Tan is
Hold on.
In the second one, I look like they do in the first one.
Wipe yourself off. You're bleeding. Who is that? Who is my son?
Yeah, no, that's
in the first one.
Yeah, the dude in the first one is the guy who's a spiky guy in X-Men: The Last Stand.
Yeah, hold
Ricky
on.
Tan is the old man who is. He was in the Shadow. He was the bad guy in the
Oh
Shadow.
yeah, you look like Shane. My son Shane.
Yeah.
Like it's the
50
fucking
million dollars.
Who you think you got, Chelsea Killing?
That's again. I don't have a. Again, it's dark on the sides. Okay, I didn't go full Aryan because I got the blonde hair now, and I already had the blue eyes. That would have been, and I'm already as white as a ghost. That would have been too much. No.
No, you look just red now. You look like Ricky Steamboat's son. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Richie Steamboat, come on.
No, his son. You seen Ricky Steamboat's son that was in WWE for a second?
Yeah, Richie Steamboat. That was his name.
Yeah,
Richard Blood Jr.
Richard Blood, what?
That's his name.
Hey, bro, that weak ass crossbody he had.
Stupid motherfucker. Supporting Since Noon is great. I love that type of energy though. That's dude. I love when there's a good bit like that.
Little who blood? Little dick blood.
But
hey, that's me when I
what
live
else
in
was I saying? Thank you for all the guests that have come by. Every member of Black Announce Table. Shouts out to them on 5 years. Shouts out to he has dark hair in that movie though, so it doesn't even make sense.
No, but I understand the reference.
I look like that. And I looked like that before was the thing. Like, shouts out to all members of Public Enemies who've been on the pod. You know, Graham, Jizzle, Son of Mars. Now Keeks. We've had Keeks on. Shouts out to. We didn't have Amp. Does Amp hate white people? Is that why Amp didn't come on the show?
He's from Florida, of course.
Okay, well, we had our guy Joe, Mr. Jefferson. That's a great one. We had all members of Black Wrestling, Cal, Fam, Math. We had Math come on just to tell a story, even though he probably would have wanted to talk about Wrestle Kingdom, but he was like, let me tell you all this story real quick about Lennox Lewis.
I wish he would have knocked him the fuck out.
But he had never been on the pod since or before.
Thank God.
We had Mimi on a couple weeks ago. Who else have we had on? Vin has been on twice. Those were great episodes.
We talked about the Super Mario movie.
You tried to, but then he asked for his Davis, and then I dropped in, and we talked about a whole bunch of random shit, which is why those are called random obscure shit episodes.
Man don't like me, that's why.
That is true. He doesn't.
Man don't like me. Nobody like me. We're gonna keep it a buck.
That's a damn one.
Zell and Rock like me because you know what I mean, ideologies.
We had again Black Variant. Shouts out to them. Support them. Van and X. We had Josh on. Reggae Boys. Shouts out to him and Troy.
Why are you shouting them? Come on, man.
Let's shut the again. You got to do the last call. Like, thank you to, this person. Thank you to that.
Well, give them a shot of milk because that's all they drink. Go ahead.
Who doesn't?
Not me.
That's a damn lie.
Very much.
I saw you in Dallas.
I was looking for Natty.
That's what I'm saying. You were like, wait. You're like, wait a goddamn minute.
I was looking at Natty and the 90% side of Caleb Braxton. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to think. Who
What's everybody?
That must be. That's the thing. We never really had guests that often. Was the thing. Oh,
Yeah,
Black John Stud. Black John Stud.
The OG. I just talked to him earlier too. Ironically.
Yeah. I gotta talk to him because 49er season is coming up. We gotta get ready for
Jesus Christ.
Trey Lance.
Oh God. The savior of the franchise.
No, he ain't. Not my savior. I'd stick with Jimmy G to be honest.
Fonz, don't hit me up about no fucking 49ers either.
Yeah, you'd said something like I guess him and I got to do a conversation.
That's all his little size 5 having ass shoe boy want to talk about.
Zell, of course. Zell. I mean, when we did the final 20 minutes, that would have got us canceled during our King of the Ring 2001 episode. Shouts out to Body More Bottles. What else do we have? I'm going through it right now. We also had some great episode titles, to be honest.
Hey, the Jinder Mahal episode is Muhammad Hassan.
The Muhammad Hassan's theme when we had Cody and Eve drop by. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, somebody BFF. Hey man, listen. Somebody has multiple people got a crush on Cody. I ain't gonna say with show, but you know, what I mean, he getting heart emojis now. That deal kind of different.
But I'm glad that we created a bond, both as people after just starting out as a partnership. I mean, the most important thing, I said this to you, and I said this when we concluded. I've said it every time since. I had an idea to do something Fast and Furious related, and then find out you were a fan just as much as I was, and being able to do Fast Summer. Again, 10 weeks. Again, it was fate because Fast 9 was coming out, F9, and to do 10 straight weeks of Fast and Furious commentary tracks, I think will be the highlight of the show for me. Besides no selling your bullshit and you always being shocked about the knowledge I would have on certain things, were always like the highlight. How you be knowing that? And I'm like I know I'm white, but like I'm not that white. But to do Fast Summer, and that played a part in a different aspect that I won't get too personal with that. So there was a positive to gain from there as well as doing that. But we did the damn thing, man. I mean, I'm not ashamed of anything that we did. And that's one, again, like me ending being like, we should end the show together. Me, like, I'm going to leave the show, be like, then we should end it together, is nothing to do with like, I didn't like how the show was going, because we were still going on a run. We got to witness fucking Top Gun Maverick, and this man saved cinema by this movie being, well, I think soon be a top 5 grossing movie of all time with Tom Cruise as a star. I mean, this man came back to save the movies, and we talked about that from the beginning, and he did. And that's a good note to go out on. Is like, you got to go all in. You got to go all out. And I think we did for the last. It's a shame we didn't make 2 years. We were so close. That's my fault.
It ain't nobody fault. Hey man, listen. Before we get up out of here, no, it ain't. Hey man, before we get up, you know me, I'm straight. I cut to the heart. Let me get straight to the heart. Let me get straight to the point. And because I got to get ready to record too.
Yeah. I'm saying,
why y'all sitting up here wonder, what Banks gonna do? Banks about to go work some more. How about that? Wiretap Black Announce Table Patreon. You feel me? KP, I want my goddamn $2 from the deal. Anyhow. What I was about to say, y'all done pissed me off today.
Yeah, now you're like, okay, all right.
Can you repeat the question?
We run that joke into the mouth, but it makes us laugh every single time because it works for every situation in life. Like, all right, I got it. Yeah, it was a tragedy. Could you repeat the question? Like, it's like it worked in every scenario we ever came up with. Like, it still works to this day. Like,
yeah. No, but no, that's what I was about to say. It's not your fault. Everything in, bro. It's not an issue. The only thing I can tell y'all to do is support Black wrestling. Sign up for the Patreon. If you ain't got $1, God damn it, I'll give you $1 to sign up for their Patreon.
And hopefully, if you're looking at the scroll, on the bottom, you've contributed to Victor Perry's wrestling club as well. We hope you, even though we didn't have Victor Perry on, but I mean, that's something you and I both played a part in, again, by being part of Black Announce Table. Black Wrestling is supporting to this man's amazing cause of getting all these kids to go to fucking WrestleMania in LA, where, again, we might be heading back to Lompoc next year, which, unless I retire for good at the start of the year.
Well, you still got to show up. But hey, man, listen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I said I never go back, but if I have to go back, I mean, shit. You know what?
He ain't got to say, because you know what? There's somebody in this chat. Like I said, I've been on for 10 years. I know his goofy ass going to say it. I know he going to say it. I don't give a fuck. I know he
but Beta, you could say the same. You know his name too.
So everybody know my fucking first name. It ain't a secret. I'll tell people my first name. What y'all motherfuckers want to say?
Oh, I did say once I saw your name, I was like, "That's your name," and you were like, "Yeah, shut up." And I was like, "All right."
A lot of people say that. They're like, "I don't know what y'all fucking think my name gonna be, DeMarcus Lamont. What y'all think is gonna be?"
No, legit, I had no idea. Like, if I had to make a guess, I couldn't even think of a guess of what it would be.
What do I look like, motherfucking Steve?
Yeah, Stefan.
Yeah, all these racial ass names. No, my mom gave me a corny ass name from a soap opera character.
At least your name isn't reversed when people like people will think my name is Colton Davis, and I'm like,
that's fire. But hey, motherfucking, let me tell y'all something real quick because I got to get up out of here. I don't want to keep Eve waiting. Pause. Hey, man, listen. Support what he got going on. It ain't his fault.
Or what he's gonna be doing. Come on.
Yeah. If y'all don't, motherfucker, guess what? I'm about to get this money. I got a plan now. I don't give a fuck. Y'all could not
trying
look
to
at
get
me.
this.
This for hey Guru. This time for the money. This ain't no motherfucking be cool podcast, and y'all don't need to subscribe. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to hustle. I've always got it from the mud. I'm gonna keep getting it from the mud until they put me in the motherfucking mud. All right. So I don't care. So on that note, I ain't trying to rush us, but I do got to get the fuck up out of
we gotta
here.
get going. I gotta get some neat.
Black Announce Table Wiretap.
Yes.
Every Monday
Patreon.
with me, Eve. We got a guest on today. If I'm not guessing, y'all think I'm talking shit right now? I'm definitely about to talk more shit because that's behind the paywall. Besides that, hey, thank y'all for being here. It was almost 2 years. It ain't his fault. Shit just end, all right? So go over there to Black Wrestling if you want to see him on Patreon for White Noise. As for me, follow me at I Am Not Banks if you want to see what I got going on. Some shit is coming, all right? Now, you can choose not to subscribe, but best believe I'm going to talk shit. Matter of fact, next week I'm going to be here. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to sit here and wait like Kodak did on that one video.
On that note, peace.
And kiss my ass because y'all ain't never here every week. Now y'all want to show up. Go fuck yourself.